Hi, Democrats. Today is Monday, August 21st, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Monday. Alrighty, so if it's Monday, it's time for me to update you on the gun violence in our nation and in our state. As of this morning, there have been 523 mass shootings in the U.S. so far. 523, and it's just August. It is past time for us to have common sense conversations about common sense gun laws. Not talking about taking anybody's guns. Well, not talking about taking everybody's guns, but just talking about common sense conversations about common sense gun legislation. In the state of Oklahoma, or just in Oklahoma City, there have been 344 handguns stolen from cars this year. Just in Oklahoma City, 344 guns stolen from cars. So when people ask the question, why are we trying to crack down on guns and common sense gun laws and common sense gun storage and all those kinds, it's because the bad guys get a hold of guns that were purchased legally. So we need to revamp the entire system. This weekend in Oklahoma City, there were 17 shootings in Oklahoma City just this weekend. It is past time for us to have common sense conversations about gun laws. Yeah, I want to talk about something more pleasant. This weekend marked the 65th anniversary of the Katz drugstore sit-ins in Oklahoma City, led by prolific activist Clara Luper. The Katz drugstore sit-ins in Oklahoma City happened well before the ones in North Carolina that everybody knows about. Thank you to Ms. Clara Luper and those who are carrying on her legacy. 65 years ago in Oklahoma City, folks saw fit to sit in for equality, and that was reenacted this weekend. I was at a retreat, so I hate that I missed it, but I'm glad that it got the honor that it deserved. Moving on to political news. Canoe. We've been talking about Canoe, it feels like, for 3 years. The governor has been trying to land Canoe so that he could brag about all the jobs that he's brought to the state, all the companies that he's brought to the state, and that the negotiations with Canoe have kind of gone up and down and up and down. And so with the latest negotiations, Oklahoma has agreed to give Canoe $110 million if they will come to Oklahoma. But they've changed their mind. There is no longer a requirement that they build a factory here. The original plan was that they build a factory here so that we know that those jobs would stay here. Now, for those of you who haven't been keeping up, once upon a time, Canoe was a big, exciting thing. And then we heard that their stocks fell and we weren't sure if they were still going to be in business. But we're still negotiating with them to bring jobs. And we're not making sure that they build something here so that they have an anchor. Our governor and the deals that he strikes. I guess every time he strikes a shaky deal, we talk about it. And so why would he stop striking the shaky deals? Because we still don't know how many jobs they've brought. We don't know how many jobs, and we don't know how many jobs it's going to be. We don't know how much it's going to put to the bottom line of our economy. But he gets to talk about bringing a company here and signing a deal. I am talking about it because I want folks to know that this deal is shaky and it's rocky, and that's who our governor is. So other interesting news. At the end of October, and yeah, I'm talking about it now because I'm kind of excited that we're finally going to see some movement on this. At the end of October, the conspiracy case against the folks who own Epic, folks who ran Epic, is finally going to make it to court at the end of October of this month. So finally, we might get some justice, and we might hear some specific details that have been verified in court. So justice seems to be coming right along. It takes a long time, but I'm glad that it's finally coming. there's a lot going on and my brain is fried. What I will tell you is this, that this weekend, the Oklahoma Democratic Party leadership, the Central Committee, had a 2-day retreat where we got together, collaborated, and are working towards a plan that is going to move the needle of Democrats in this state. We have had a lot of fits and starts. We've had a lot of kind of plans, but this weekend, I think we went a long way towards making real plans, making real plans to improve our Democratic Party in a way that you will see directly, a way that will reach out and actually talk to, deal with, collaborate with our rural neighbors, our rural communities, ways that will provide more training for volunteers and candidates, more messaging so that you know what we think is important and you know who the candidates are in a real way instead of just names. We are working on real ways so that Democrats feel like there is a community, and I'm super excited about it. And as I was standing this weekend thinking about the things that were done, my Facebook messages or my Facebook memories kept popping up. I've come a long way in my position as chair, and I've come a long way as an activist in the Democratic Party. 6 years ago this week, I was out knocking doors for an eventual Senator Freeman, who was a special election candidate in West Tulsa, Sand Springs, and Sapulpa. And through knocking those doors, we got that candidate elected. And I'm very proud of being a part of that. 4 years ago this weekend, I was making the announcement at the DNC convention for the Oklahoma delegates. Very proud of that. Things are happening. And this weekend, I was working on making the Democratic Party better. A year from now, I will be in Chicago representing Oklahoma with the other 40 delegates from the Oklahoma Democratic Party at the DNC convention. Apparently, mid-August is a big deal for Democrats. And I'm glad that I got to be a part of it. I'm glad that we continue to move the needle, and I hope that you'll join us. So if you're looking for ways to be a part, please reach out to your county party. And if you don't know how to get in touch with your county party, go out to okdemocrats.org, click on Our Party, find My Party, send an email. Your county party will get a hold of that, get your email and get a hold of you and plug you in and get you invited, get you engaged. If you're thinking about running for office, the same link. Or you can click on Run for Something and someone from the office will give you a call. Now is the time to be talking about running for office. Now is the time to be supporting the folks who have already announced. We can't wait till April. We can't wait until after the primary. Now is the time to either consider running for office or get behind someone who's running for office. Just today, I learned of 2 new candidates who are running for office. It's happening, folks. It's not a thing that we need to wait until filing in April. Candidates are announcing now, and they're asking for your support now, all the way from school board and city council to state house and state senate and even Congress. Candidates are announcing now. Find a candidate, get behind, and support them now. Don't wait. Alrighty. Thanks for joining me. You won't want to miss the Hamilton Report tonight. Scott will be joined by Gwendolyn Mukes, who is one of the original participators, one of the original teens who participated in the Katz drugstore sit-ins. I think that is going to be an amazing conversation that you won't want to miss. That's tonight at 6:30 on the Oklahoma Democratic Party Facebook page and the Oklahoma Democratic Party YouTube page. You won't want to miss that conversation. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow at 4:15.